I'm Steve Huff. As a fellow paranormal researcher, my specialty is in communication. You spent your entire life investigating the paranormal with many high-profile cases. Now you're on the other side. How do you feel on the other side? Lorraine, did you go into the light? Did you say Ed? Yeah. Lorraine Warren was born in January of 1927. She recently passed away at the age of 92, and she was part of a famous duo in the paranormal world, Ed and Lorraine Warren, popular and famous for their cases such as the Amityville Horror House. Lorraine Warren was kind of a superstar when it comes to the paranormal, and while her and her husband Ed took a lot of flack from skeptics, they always remained true to themselves. So no matter how you feel about the Warrens in general or Lorraine Warren, the fact that she was a paranormal investigator for so long with her husband Ed leads me to believe that she would come through and talk using my device, right? If she wanted to. And as always, I've received a slew of requests to reach out to Lorraine, and it makes sense. When we pass, it's not the end. Our death, while we should grieve it as human beings for missing our loved ones, a person's life should really be celebrated for what they did and accomplished in life. And Lorraine Warren accomplished quite a bit in her lifetime in the paranormal world. Now, a few years ago when her husband Ed passed away, I caught his voice through my device at the time. If you missed that, let me refresh your memory. I'll play you the clip right here.
Ed Warren, have you been trying to contact me through this? Because I keep getting an Ed, an Edward, constantly. Are there paranormal researchers on the other side helping to talk to us? There was Ed. I heard you.
You simply make the sign of the cross. Figure there, a woman, a man, whatever it might be.
So I know when my time comes and I leave my physical body and my physical self, when my soul leaves this shell, I would hope that investigators out there ask for me, because I'll be out there trying to come through your spirit boxes. Believe that. And you could start doing it for me on the moment you hear the news. So you have my full blessing. Our soul, our energy, our spirit, our consciousness, it's all the same thing. When our physical shell dies, that energy leaves our body and it continues to survive. Scientists have even proven our consciousness goes on after death. What you're about to see here is 100% real and done out of pure respect and love for Lorraine Warren. Every time I do a session, it's done out of respect, love, and care because I understand the death process. I understand that her soul is out there. So I was doing a little test setup here last night. I was checking my camera mic to make sure it sounded good. I was going to record just a minute of the box running to make sure everything was good. And I decided to ask for Lorraine. Okay, we're looking for Lorraine Warren. Can you hear me? Lorraine Warren. My name is Steve Huff. I made this device, Lorraine. If you'd like to speak through it, you can. You can talk. I'm here as a friend. I come in peace. We both are paranormal researchers. Can you hear me? Now's your chance. You can prove the paranormal from that side, just as you did on this side. Did you say Ed? Yeah. All right, I'm going to shut down, okay? This was a test. So that was pretty amazing. This was just a test, but it was pretty incredible when Lorraine said, "I found Ed." Now, when I heard that back, I wasn't sure if I heard Ed or not. Sometimes it's hard to hear. But when I asked her, "Did you say Ed?" you hear a very clear, distinct, "Yeah." Now's your chance. You can prove the paranormal from that side, just as you did on this side. Did you say Ed? Yeah. And that just blew my mind. So this is amazing that we got such a solid connection there during that test. But it's really no surprise to me, as I said, because Lorraine, what she did, her life was the paranormal. She was a paranormal investigator. And if anyone's going to come through on the other side, it's going to be people like her, people like Ed, people like me. When I go, as I said earlier, I will come through for you guys if I can. But I did more recording that night, so let's take a look at what happened later. Do you remember the Amityville house? That was pretty famous. Lorraine, did you go into the light? You did. That's awesome. So you're with Ed, you found Ed, you went into the light. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, Lorraine? What do you see on the other side? So again, more direct contact there. She mentions she can see. She mentions she saw the light. She clearly answers me when I ask if she can hear me. She says she went into the light and that she loves Ed. The communication here is just incredible. So Lorraine is coming through just as I thought she would, and she's coming through direct and strong, which is not always the case. It's not easy for spirits to do this. So the fact that we're getting these answers and direct back and forth is pretty special. I keep my sessions short purposely. I record a few minutes normally. There are exceptions to that rule, but I wanted to break this down over 2 or 3 nights. So here is night 3. This was the 3rd night I was recording and trying to contact Lorraine, and yet again we have some more communication. Lorraine and Ed Warren are both gone from this earth, but we can still connect. Tonight we're trying to connect with Lorraine. Lorraine Warren. You spoke with me last night. You said you found Ed. You mentioned he was in heaven. You mentioned you went into the light. You gave us amazing information about the other side, but what you did, your choices. So I am pleased to learn that you went into the light. I'm pleased to find out you met with your husband Ed. And tonight I come back to see if there's anything else you may want to say. I'm Steve Huff. I come with full love and respect. And it's an opportunity to give you a voice if you want to be heard. It sounded like you were happy to be heard last night, which is what I believe in, giving you a voice. You're gone from this earth, but you're there. You're still there. I sense you. I can see you. I can feel you. I can hear you. Many out there still don't believe, but many do. Many eyes have been opened. As I always say, love is the key, and I'm so happy that you found the light on the other side. Is there anything else, Lorraine, that you want to say tonight? This is what it's all about, to show people that we go on. There is love on the other side. It's not all dark and evil. So thank you for talking to me, Lorraine. Thank you so much. Are you both in heaven right now? I saw God. That's pretty powerful. That's pretty profound. This connection with Lorraine Warren is basically off the charts, and it's to be expected because she was in the business of paranormal research and investigation. It seems like she's wanting to speak. And I'm using my reverse voice technique that I've used in many other videos. Videos like the Freddie Mercury video, the Tentacion video, the Tom Petty video. I know a lot of you only see my celebrity sessions, which I only have a handful of. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos here conversing with spirits, loved ones, angels, higher vibrational realms, even demons throughout my years of experience here. So celebrities is not something I do all the time, but this one might be the most powerful of those celebrity sessions due to the connection that Lorraine was able to establish here. All right, I'm going to shut down. Thank you so much. Much love to you.